everyone, welcome. My name is Rachel Jessie, and just to tell you a little bit about myself, I have a cooking channel. As you can find me on YouTube, Rachel Cooks. So I provide like African kind of fusion food. So today we are going to be speaking to our lovely Victoria, my sister.
Yeah,
Victoria.
Nigerian
Yeah, my Nigerian sister. Absolutely. So Victoria, darling,
Yes.
tell us about yourself. She's got a lovely, you can see it here, a lovely brand, plantain chips. I've tried it. It's absolutely delicious.
Yeah, so my name's Victoria. I'm the CEO and founder of Sumo Snacks. We sell a range of plantain crisps. And our second range is our sweet potato puffs, which is quite innovative, never been done before, and that's a product that I developed myself. It still calls to like our roots in the sweet potato. At the same time, it's something that we can take mainstream, so everyone and anyone can eat it in a way. And we're selling this in Selfridges, Sainsbury's and Whole Foods Market, and launching in more stores very, very soon. So yeah, and the name Sumo. So Sumo is about bringing people together. So when in Yoruba, in the Nigerian language,
Sumo, sumo, tell them.
Exactly. So when you want someone to come close, you'll say sumo me. So our whole value is to bring people together with food. So we're a purpose-led brand where we're the snacks that give back. So a percentage of our profits go to feeding people who need it the most.
Sounds amazing.
Thank you.
Well done, sis.
Thank you so much.
High five. So Sumo, where did Sumo come from?
So Sumo, I actually prayed for the name. So I prayed that God would give me a name that would be true to a brand, that would like kind of stand the test of time. So it wouldn't just be my name or something behind the brand. And God gave me the name Sumo, and then out of it came the whole idea of like loving your neighbour, bringing people together. And I have a passion for food, so I combined the two. I definitely wanted to do something that was true to me, true to food that I grew up eating, and that's how the name came about. And the recipes actually was kind of my mum. So making it in our kitchen, me getting it so horribly wrong, and then her kind of swooping in like a superhero and getting the recipes right. So.
Interesting. Amazing. Okay. So you are one of the first women from Urban MBA course back in 2015.
Yeah, wow.
Sumo plantain crisps comes in 4 flavours, naturally sweet, sea salt, cinnamon and smoked chilli. I found out about the Urban MBA when I was at the job centre, and yeah, enrolled in the Urban MBA. It's a fantastic opportunity. The first 4 weeks, so we're on week 4 now. Week 1 was about goal setting, which I've tried before but myself, but Kofi told us the way to do it.
I think the amazing thing is I can remember the mindset I was in then. I kind of knew where I wanted to go, but I felt limited by maybe the environment I was in, or just not feeling like I could push it all that far. So I think I mentioned things like I want to sell it to my local coffee shops and things like that. But in the back of my mind, like, my mind was Sainsbury's, but it was just like, how do I get there? But I think that time I was just absorbing all the knowledge I could. I didn't know how to do things like cash flow forecast back then. I didn't know how to price my products. So yeah, there was so much.
Amazing.
Such a big difference.
I mean, in the clip you mentioned about setting goals.
Yeah.
So for those that are just starting, how did you set your goals?
So in terms of goal setting, Kofi really helped with that. It was very much like I knew about having to set SMART goals. They need to be measurable. You need to set them and that's when I first started doing it, when I did the Urban MBA course. And when it comes to goal setting, you have to think 5 steps ahead. So, okay, you want to have £1 million. How do you work back from there? What are the steps? What are the steps to get there? You want to be in Sainsbury's. What are the steps that you need to take? So my goal setting now is a lot more realistic. It's a lot more time bound. And then I know each step I need to take to go before I reach that goal.
Excellent. Okay. Well, it leads me to my next question in regards to setting goals. And so, what were the steps that you took to be at Selfridges?
Yeah. I had to plan what we needed to be on those shelves. So I knew we needed packaging, we needed the product, and in that I knew we needed investment. So even before anyone decided to invest in the company, I already created a financial forecast. So when we go to these trade shows, when we buy this packaging, when we buy brand identity, then we can talk to Selfridges. So I kind of planned everything that we needed, very rigorous planning, like year-long plan, created financial forecast as though I had the money, because I was working in finance at the time. And when I met the first investor for the company, I was kind of at wit's end with Sumo. I was kind of like, we had done some events, market events on the weekend, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm working in finance, I'm working in a commercial kitchen till 1 a.m. frying plantain. It was getting very tiring. I kind of just wanted to, I was literally like, okay, I'm not going to do this anymore, and I'm going to focus on my career. So I spoke with her, and it was more on a mentorship level. She's quite senior in the bank, so I was just asking her questions. What do you think I should do? Who do you think I should speak to in terms of like career building? And she was like, oh yeah, you should do this. Oh yeah, really believe in yourself, or read these books, or all this financial talk. And then she's like, oh, so what do you do outside of work? I was like, oh, I've got this plantain crisp business. And I was very much trying to change the subject. Oh, yeah, I just do that and it's fine. She's like, what? She's like, well, tell me more. And I was like, oh, yeah, I just go to markets. And she's like, oh, so where do you make it? Oh, the commercial kitchen. And she's like, what? I'm going to invest in you. And at that point, I became speechless. I was just like, huh? You're going to invest in me? You're going to give me your money? And I think now it seems so normal, but at the time it's like, I've just come into the company. This is someone who essentially is a director, and she's saying she's going to give me money for this thing that I've been doing. So yeah, and then I guess the rest is history. And then we needed to go through the process of me showing her those financial forecasts and plans that I had created. And yeah, so then we went to trade shows, spoke with Selfridges, so we had the packaging, we had the designs ready, we spoke with a design team that I knew from a friend already, and we went to the trade show and we made sure that we were the most hype, the most energetic company that was there, and that's when we linked up with them, and Selfridges tasted the product and yeah, they said yeah. So I actually did 2 pitches with Selfridges. One was like in front of a whole audience of people. I practiced as much as I could. At the same time, I felt like I was stuttering, but they emailed and asked for my contact. So I guess it's just they maybe saw the value of the brand, what I needed to get across, I got across. But yeah, every time I was nervous, but I just did it with the nerves, you know. I used everything that I had, all the knowledge that I had, and I did my best, you know.
Do you hear this, guys? Be yourself, be over prepared, and just do you and go there, go for it. Okay, so young people that are nowadays that are watching, a lot of them are afraid of like networking with people outside, you know, their kind of network. What would you say to them, and how would you, you know, tell them to overcome their fear?
I think I would say there's 2 main things that I think of. I think a prominent thought that I always feel is if you're the most intelligent person in the room, you shouldn't be in that room. So if you are amongst your friends, you're all the same, you need to get away from that circle, else you're not going to elevate. So just remember that when you are going to speak to people, that you do need to be around these people to get further. And to achieve your goals essentially, so that's the best thing you can do. I remember going to networking events and some people are like, okay, I want to talk to someone more important, but you can still add them on LinkedIn and just learn from what articles they put out, learn from what they're doing with themselves. So you always will add value to yourself by networking. So just go for it.
If there's one thing that you are still looking for, what would it be?
A big thing is when I do speak with, you know, or when people do hear my story, or I speak at events or things like that, I find a lot of young people are inspired, they want me to help. So what I would really like is to do some type of mentorship, to give back to people, to help them with things like forecasting, financial forecasting. I have a background in accounting and finance, so I'm quite good with the financial forecasting and things like that. And just to help people to on their journeys to make their dreams a reality, really. So I want to do that, as well as keep on pushing with Sumo. We've got our sweet potato puffs range and our plantain crisp range. Now in stores, which is amazing, now in Sainsbury's, and we're launching our Sumo Sport range, which is, we've listened to our consumers and we realise there's a need for protein and there's a need for products that kind of have bases that are like lentil filled and things like that. So we're coming out with that range, very excited, and they taste good, so we're working with a manufacturer for that. And then we're also coming out with the Little Sumo range, which is like for your primary school child, that their mother probably still buys their snacks, so they want something healthier and better for you. So yeah.
Wow, I'm inspired. Guys, honestly. Wow, she's not just beautiful, she is very, very smart and intelligent. Go girl. Thank you so much for your time today, my dear. Oh my gosh, can I have one?
Yes, you can.
Which one can I have? Which one do you recommend?
So smoked chili, that's won a Great Taste Award. So you probably want one of those.
Nice.
The sweet cinnamon is actually very good
Suitable
as well.
for vegans and all dietary types. So check it out. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you.